And welcome back. Dr. Kimberly Orr is here answering your eye health and eye care questions. You can text us your question. The number's at the bottom of the screen. This person's asking, I have surfer's eye. Is this a common illness? I don't know what that is, so you'll have to tell us all.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty common. So on the white part of their eye, if you ever notice if someone looks like they have almost like a callus, like a thicker part, that's what it is. We actually call it either a pinguecula or a pterygium, depending on how far it's coming over onto the cornea. But very common, usually from UV exposure. So it's a very appropriate question with what we're talking about. Most of the time we just watch them, but a surgeon can remove them if they're getting in the way or a patient's very bothered by them.
Will they eventually go away?
They won't eventually go away, but sometimes if they get removed, they can grow back. So that's why we usually just watch them.
I see. Okay. This person's asking, what's your advice for people who have trouble seeing at night? The new cars have lights that are just too bright.
Yeah, I know it. These LED lights are super bright. I know they make some glasses that you can order online with yellow filters. I don't have any personal experience with them to see if they really do work, but I can tell you that they won't hurt, so they're worth a shot if you wanted to try them. But same thing, if there's a small prescription, sometimes getting your glasses prescription with an anti-reflective coating can help with that as well.
This person's asking, what should you do if your child has been exposed to too much sunlight and has red spots in each eye?
Red spots. I would definitely talk to the eye doctor and get that checked out because without seeing that in person, I don't know that I can say exactly what's going on there.
This person's asking, can the over-the-counter vitamins for eyes like Ocuvite really help your vision get better?
It may not necessarily help your vision get better, but what you're hoping for with those vitamins is preventing certain conditions like macular degeneration is the big reason that people take those eye vitamins.
And are they worth taking for that then?
They are, especially if you have a family history of macular degeneration. And depending on your age, a lot of times that Ocuvite is a 50 plus vitamin. So that's something that you can do. But younger patients, no family history of macular degeneration, especially if you've been to your eye doctor and your eye looks fine, it may not be a necessary supplement to add into the mix.
All right, and then this is a follow-up because people want to know, is there a type of food to help your vision get better? Like, can you eat those carrots?
Yes, that's always a good question. Spinach and kale are probably the best things. All those dark green leafy vegetables are really good. And carrots are good. I always just tell people to have, a balanced, colorful diet and really taking care of your body from the inside out is the best thing that you can do.
Okay. This person is asking, how often should you use baby shampoo to wash out your eyes?
Yeah. So baby shampoo is kind of an older thing that we used to do for blepharitis, which is a lot of inflammation and things around the lid and eyelashes along that margin. But now they make like a tea tree foam wash cleanser that you can use. It can be like a face wash and an eyelid cleaner. They also make these lid wipes that you can get over the counter. One brand is OcuSoft that's really popular. Another one is Sustain, and they can just be used. They're little pre-moistened towelettes that can clean the base of the lash line really well, a little bit better than the baby shampoo.
Okay. This person's asking, what causes a blood vessel to burst in your eye, and then how is it treated?
Yeah, sometimes they can just happen with nothing that you did wrong. But if they're secondary to something, it's usually high blood pressure or patients who are on blood thinners, or if you kind of had too much heavy lifting or straining, that can cause that blood vessel to burst. But it's basically like a bruise. It just kind of has to run its course. Just kind of opposite of the sty earlier that we were talking about, you can do a cool compress to the eye to try and help that blood resolve a little bit faster. But treatment for that one is time.
All right, we've got a little bit over a minute. This person's saying, if I need to get my cataracts fixed, how long can I put it off?
Yeah, so I would definitely follow your eye doctor's recommendations with that one because there's certain criteria that have to be met for it to be ready for surgery with your insurance. And usually that's 20/40 or worse is where they want your vision to be, but you need 20/40 vision pretty much to drive. So right when it's ready is probably a really good time to go ahead and get that done.
All right, and someone wants to know, can you wash your glasses with Dawn Power Wash and hot water?
Dawn just detergent, yeah, that can definitely work really well with warm water to get your lenses clean. You don't want them too hot because certain lenses, the heat can actually mess up the lens material. So you just want to use maybe like a kind of warm water and Dawn dish soap. That'll
Okay.
work.
And how about the best thing to use for burning eyes? They've tried everything, they said.
Oh, if they've tried everything, I would definitely talk to the eye doctor. There are some really good over-the-counter artificial tears, but if that's not cutting it, go to your eye doctor and see if they can help make some better recommendations.
All right, we got through a whole bunch of questions. I appreciate all the rapid fire and the time and the wisdom. If you missed any of today's segment, just head over to our website. Look in the Who Wants to Know section.